We all know the future is immersed in AI and the digital landscape, and one organization is set up for exactly that.
With a focus on veterans and underserved communities, Asal Gibson is here to let you know how CyRoot Academy is making tech education accessible. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So for viewers not too familiar with the Academy, I mean, what inspired you to start this?
So I moved to Las Vegas about 4 years ago. I was an IT strategist at the Pentagon, and before that I was at the State Department. I deployed. So I got to learn about the military and government work. So when I moved here to Las Vegas, I started my own company in IT and cybersecurity, CyRoot, and I was very fortunate to get business through that, and everything was great. At the same time, I got an opportunity to teach at the business school at UNLV, and that's where some of my students, military and veterans, dropped out of the program because they couldn't secure funding. So I just thought that's not right. With the GI Bill, it's very difficult to use the GI Bill for some of the certification programs. So I wanted to start something to help our military and vets and those who can't afford it. So I basically reached out to instructors within my network, and I asked if they would help me teach at no cost, and every single person said yes. And that's when CyRoot Academy was born, to provide the technical education at no cost to underserved communities, including military spouses that move with them every 2 years, underserved communities, people with disabilities, and so on.
That's great. I mean, obviously, you know, you're focused the empowerment of military families, veterans, underserved communities. Obviously, clearly very important to you. Is there more to it than that? I mean, you have a real connection with that side of things, obviously, historically and through your work.
Yes, absolutely. So as a person who deployed, who worked in the field, also a technologist, I've been a technologist my whole career, I understand the need from the employer's perspective, and I understand the need from the military perspective that are looking to retire, looking to leave the military. So CyRoot Academy brings the two together. We help upskill those who are transitioning out of the military through certifications like CompTIA, like Cisco, network engineering, and so on. And we're also helping companies like the public sector, MGM, big employers here in Nevada, find the talent coming out of the military. And again, the underserved communities that wouldn't have the opportunity to finance or pay for these certifications.
How do these programs that you offer really help students tackle the career paths that they want and that they're aiming for?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Jessica. So our program is 1 year long that offers multiple certifications within the career field you want to get into. A lot of people think cybersecurity is just one job, or the IT field is just one thing, but the truth is there are multiple career fields within that, and that's what we offer: different career paths that give you 4 or 5 certification, and not just to pass the exam, but also gives you the opportunity to play in a lab environment, to really get the training you need, that not only you're certified, but you understand what it takes to do that job.
Yeah. What kind of programs are you offering, and what kind of different spectrum of things? You know, we've talked about cybersecurity, but what's the breadth of what you guys do, and how are you helping to, you know, bridge the gap for the skill gaps that are missing here in Nevada?
Right. So we offer IT programs that help folks become help desk technicians. We offer cybersecurity. We offer project management, IT project management. That includes soft skills, how to talk to people, how to handle difficult clients or difficult stakeholders. We also launching a leadership academy starting in January with crucial conversations to help those mid-level folks to scale to executive level by understanding what it takes to be successful as an executive, having those crucial conversations and learning leadership skills.
Incredible.
Yes. Well,
Great
thank you
stuff.
so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
For more information and to see what CyRoot Academy does, visit cyrootacademy.org.